Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to give you some key tips to help you to serve when it's really windy. And now I'm sure that you guys have all played a match in the wind and have found it extremely difficult to find any real rhythm on your serve, and you might have found that you're double faulting more than you do and your first serve percentage is much lower than usual. And this is very common because the wind impacts the serve considerably. The first reason obviously is because it impacts the ball toss hugely. It's incredibly tough to find that perfect consistent ball toss that you want every single time on your serve, and for some players it's hard enough to find that perfect ball toss in normal conditions, but when it's windy that adds that extra challenge to find a consistent ball toss exactly where you want it. So when you're playing matches and when you're playing tournaments, you have no choice but to play in the wind. Usually, okay, we're back. So as I was saying, usually in tournaments, the only reason why play would stop is because of rain. So as a tennis player, you need to get used to be able to playing in the wind, and you need to develop a game and you need to develop a serve that can handle the wind and the windy conditions. You need to know how to kind of change your serve a little bit so that you're not just giving away free gifts to your opponent. So tip number one to help you serve in the wind is to first of all change your ball toss a little bit. So for me, I like to change my ball toss so that it's a little bit lower. And now I find with a lower ball toss it's easier to control and the wind is less likely to really take the ball and send it to the right or left, forward or back. Whereas if I serve with my normal ball toss, even though it's a pretty mid-height ball toss, I know that the wind is going to take that ball wherever it wants to go. So when it's windy, I like to, nearly went again there. So when it's windy, I like to just take my ball toss a little bit lower so that there's less time that my ball is in the air, which means there's less time for the wind to take it where it wants to go. And therefore, if I have a little bit of a lower ball toss, I need to adjust my swing a little bit. So you might need to speed up your swing if you're going to serve with a lower ball toss. On the other hand, you could just start in an abbreviated position here and toss the ball up. And now this abbreviated position is really good because it cuts out a long wind up at the start of the serve, and it also allows you to kind of just place that ball lower and exactly where you want. And then all you got to think about doing is dropping the racket and accelerating up. In addition, that abbreviated serve when it's windy is a good idea because essentially the full swing serve is really used to help you gain more power and momentum onto your serve. But in windy conditions, power is not what we want to focus on. We want to focus more on making a spinny serve, either with topspin, kick, or a slice serve. So starting in that abbreviated position and focusing on what your racket head is doing when it comes into contact, either going for a kick serve here or coming and wrapping around the ball for more of a slice serve, is a good idea. So I'm going to show you some abbreviated serves and hopefully you'll be able to see that I'm in quite a lot of control when I serve with my abbreviated serve swing. So that abbreviated serve just feels much more nice and compact, and I feel like I have both parts of my serve, the toss and the throwing arm, in more control than if I were to start here and swing fully. Okay, so that's tip number one, an abbreviated swing and a lower ball toss. Tip number two is to obviously, as I said, serve with more spin and kick or slice compared to hitting a powerful serve. So if you watch me try and go for a really powerful first serve here, you're going to find I don't have a lot of control and this ball is most likely going to go in the net or long or wide. Just long. That ball toss was taken really far to my left there, but I got away with it. No. Yeah, so you can see there that my ball toss was a little bit higher because I was in my full swing, in my normal swing, and because I throw that ball up to where I normally do, how I normally do, the wind took that considerably far forward and I ended up collapsing into the serve a little bit. Okay guys, so the third tip that I have for you when serving in the wind is to increase your first serve percentage. Now this might mean for you to take off some pace and some power on your first serve and go more for an aggressive second serve style of first serve to ensure that you're not putting pressure on that second serve. Because in the wind, when you get your second serve, I don't know about you, but I feel a lot more pressure. I feel the tightness because I'm so unsure as to kind of where that ball toss is going to land and what the wind is going to do when it takes my ball over to the other side of the net. So to alleviate that pressure, it's a good idea to go for an aggressive second serve on that first serve, and then if you have to on the second serve, just go for your normal second serve. Now it's important to note here that I don't want you to slow down with your arm on this first serve. So as I said in a previous video about the second serve, slowing down your arm actually increases the chance that you're going to kind of push the ball, and then therefore the ball will move slower, and if the ball moves slower, then the wind is more likely to take that ball wherever it wants. Whereas if the ball is moving quicker through the air, the wind has less time to take that ball and to move it in any direction. So it's really important here that we're really being aggressive if we're using our kick or slice, that we're really actually going for it. But the main thing is that we're driving up through our legs and we're ensuring a real explosive push up into the serve. So let's see how that looks. Okay guys, so hopefully you can see on those serves that I was really trying to load with the legs and pop up as high as I could into those serves. I wasn't really focusing on driving forward and up like I would in my normal first serve, where I'd be going for more of a powerful first serve. But on those ones I was trying to really just drive up and be quick with my hand at contact so I could get that nice kick onto the shot to ensure that the topspin is getting the ball over the net, but then also bringing it down quickly into the service box. So guys, I hope those tips really helped you to kind of understand what you could do if it's windy and you're struggling with your serve. If you have any other tips or suggestions that I missed here, then make sure you comment that down below. And also, if you like this video and found it useful, then please give it a like and also subscribe to my channel for more tennis coaching videos like this one to come. And guys, I'll see you in my next video.